Yo guys, it is Captain Thorpe here, and today it is game week 5 of the Premier League, so it's time to do the Premier League predictions. Now last week we were on Ghost of Massalla's channel and he played Spag 7, but in a really tough week he only managed a draw in that one, 6-6. Very low scoring for both players in there, which means this is what the overall league table looks like so far. I am in the lead with 22 points, Jeffy 17 has 19, Spag 7 has 17, and Ghost of Massalla with just 12. He will be looking to try and get back up the leaderboard today as he faces me, the league leader, and he could really do with some points this week. So Jeffy 17 is the only undefeated player with 2 wins, no draws, no losses. I did lose to him, but because I had a very good win against Spag 7, I am still top. Ghost of Massalla and Spag 7 both have 1 draw and 1 loss, both yet to win a game. So, on to today's game, and this is how the point system works. The correct score will get you 5 points, the correct result will get you 2 points, and you can choose one of the 5 fixtures to double your points on. That could be massive for Ghost of Massalla today. If he can nail that and get 10 points, which no one has done so far in the series, he can get himself shot right up the leaderboard. So let's get straight into it, and we start with today's kickoff, the lunchtime kickoff, Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool. What do we think is going to happen? I'm not 100% confident on this one, which is why I'm not putting my double points on, but I do think Liverpool will win. I think we'll get a clean sheet away from home because our defence is looking so strong. I think Alisson will learn from his mistake against Leicester, and I think he'll come back stronger and he'll get a clean sheet. We'll score a couple of goals. Spurs got a decent defence, but I think we are good enough to get past them and win it 2-0. Ghost of Massalla less confident in Liverpool, thinks it will be 2-2. It will be a draw at Wembley, so we'll have to wait and see about that one. High score draw as well. On to the second game, we have Manchester City versus Fulham. City is of course the team that Ghost of Massalla supports, so he's of course gone for a win for them, a 3-1, and doubled his points, so he could really do with that 3-1 score being accurate. I actually agree with him as well. I think it'll be 3-1, but I'm not going to put my double points on, so this could be a chance for him to absolutely climb up the leaderboard if he can get 10 points out of this. On to game number 3, Newcastle versus Arsenal. This should be an interesting game. Newcastle, they're managing to score. They scored against City, they scored against Chelsea, and they're defending pretty well. They only lost 2-1 at both those games, but with another tough one at home to Arsenal, I'm not sure that they will be able to get anything from it again, unfortunately. Again, I think they're going to score. I think they're capable of scoring a goal, whoever it's by, whether it's by that Kennedy or the American guy, what's his name? Yedlin. Whoever's going to score, I think they are capable of scoring, but Arsenal, although their defence doesn't look great, so I think Newcastle have to score really, their attack is looking decent. Lacazette played very well 2 weeks ago, so I think that he might be able to get himself on the score sheet, maybe a Aubameyang too, and I think there will be a 3-1 win for Arsenal. Ghost of Massalla also thinks Arsenal are going to win away from home, but just by the 1 goal in a 1-0. Game number 4 is Watford against Manchester United. Watford are undefeated. They're on 9 points from 9. Sorry, 12 points from 12 even. United are on 6 points from 12 though. So Watford at home should really be at the favourites. And Ghost of Massalla agrees with that and saying that Watford will win 2-1. I don't think that Watford will be able to keep up their run of form. I think Watford are playing brilliantly at the moment. I'm loving how Pereira's playing. I love the fact that Troy Deeney made it a goal in each of 100 games, which is fantastic. But I just don't think that we'll have enough to get past United, unfortunately. I know they managed to beat Spurs, and to be honest, Spurs are a better team than United at the moment. But I think the United will be looking to build on their 2-0 win against Burnley, and they will be able to get at least a point in this one. But even a point is still a good result for Watford, and to be fair, probably a good result for United based on how Watford are playing. I've gone with 1-1, and I've doubled points on it because so far everyone has only really gone for double points on games that they think one team's going to destroy the other, but they've not been able to get the score exactly correct, which is why no one's had 10 yet. Whereas if I go for a draw, maybe a 1-1, that's a realistic scoreline, and maybe, although I've got more chance of getting 0 points, I've also got more chance of getting 10 points and making my lead absolutely huge by the end of game week 5, which is why I've gone for my double points this week. The final game we are predicting is Everton against West Ham. I think Everton will beat West Ham. West Ham will make it 5 losses from 5 under Manuel Pellegrini. But Ghost of Massalla thinks it will be a draw. West Ham will get their first points on the board, and Everton, who still don't have Richarlison because he's still got his red card, Everton won't be strong enough to beat West Ham. That's what he thinks. I've gone with an Everton victory. So the predictions are actually pretty different this week. We only really agree on the Man City game and that Arsenal will beat Newcastle. And the other 3 fixtures we're actually going for different results. So the overall the end score could be wildly different. Either of us could smash the other, but who knows? It could be close. It could even be a draw. But those double points will make a huge difference. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments down below. Who do you think is going to win this week, myself or Ghost of Messalla? I will catch you guys later on in the next video, and until then, adios.